Hello, I'm Jamie Stone, and I'm standing for election on the 4th of July. This is Tain. This is where I was born and brought up. This is where I married my better half, Flora, and we brought up our 3 children. This wonderful part of the world is where I call my home, and it's a great privilege to be a candidate in the general election on the 4th of July to represent this most beautiful part of the world. 7 years ago, I was first elected to Westminster. Since 2020, my team and I, we have sorted out no less than 12,000 constituency cases. I have spoken in Parliament 500 times. I've voted 700 times. Since 2023, we've hosted almost 100 surgeries right all over my huge constituency. Surgeries where we meet people and help them with their problems. In driving around the huge constituency, I've driven just about 10,000 miles. That is about the distance if you were to drive from here to Australia, if you could. During my time as the MP for our constituency, there have been a number of successes. One is getting the Sutherland Vertical Space Launch Centre racing towards completion. A second one would be winning the bid for the Cromarty Firth Green Freeport. This will equal jobs in the years to come. I think also of getting the money for the Brora Klein Heritage Centre, which will be great for tourism in the years to come, and getting flights re-established in and out of Wick Airport. That's important to the economic development of the far north. On other fronts too, there have been successes. I think of persuading the Scottish Government to U-turn on some of their more crazy policies. I think of the highly protected marine area policy, which was deeply unpopular. I think of the deposit return scheme, which simply didn't work, and most recently getting them to U-turn on this crazy proposal to ban wood-burning stoves. So you can make a difference both in Westminster and at Holyrood if you work hard and keep at it. But there's much more to be done. Our health services are not what they should be. Mothers having to travel huge distances, hundreds of miles to give birth, hundreds of miles to get specialist consultancy advice. GPs, waiting lists. People are finding it really hard to see a local dentist. These are basic health services that people deserve, regardless of where they live in the United Kingdom. When I got married, the reason my wife, Flora, and I stayed here and brought up our children was that I had high quality local employment. I worked in the Nig Yard, like so many other people from this area. We have to achieve future employment opportunities for the generations to come. I was lucky, but we need to pass on this legacy. So, the Cromarty Firth Green Freeport is a step in the right direction. The Southern Space Launch is a step in the right direction. I began this work in Westminster, but I need to make sure that it comes to fruition, and this really does equal high-quality jobs for the future, which will keep our young here and help reverse the curse of the Highlands, depopulation. Now, ask anyone around here what's the problem, they'll say the potholes, and they're too right. So we haven't had the investment we should have had in keeping our road up to standard. The Scottish Government promised dualling the A9. Well, a hollow laugh at that. We're still waiting, are we not? We create an enormous amount of energy, electricity here in the Highlands, both onshore and offshore. That's great. But do we get a benefit from it? I would like to see that energy being channeled towards local residents in some way that helps them meet the cost of living. And finally, do we really want to blight a beautiful Highland landscape with massive pylons marching across? I don't think so. We should either put the cables sub-sea off the coast of the UK or underground. Let's get it right now. Let's invest now, and it'll serve us for many, many years to come. So, with your help, I can win the election on the 4th of July. I've started the work, but I want to complete it properly and make sure that what's done is done for future generations. A beautiful landscape, proper secure employment. Don't the people of this lovely area where I come from deserve nothing better? I would say so. With your help, I can win.